Hello dear, in today's video, we will try to better understand why buying songs is still important today. Let's start with how the music industry has changed recently. The graph shows that in 2000, 100% of the industry's revenues came from the sale of physical albums, but today this has changed significantly. Streaming is the biggest revenue generator today. The low point for the industry was 2014, when revenues were at an all-time low due to illegal downloads. At that point, physical media sales had already dropped significantly, but few people were paying for music downloaded online. This was the turning point, and the popularity of streaming platforms has grown ever since. Important to note, this chart shows industry revenues, not artist revenues. According to the charts, the majority, 67%, of music industry revenues now come from streaming platforms, with physical sales accounting for 19% and online sales a smaller proportion. However, the latter is a much more direct and therefore more valuable channel for artists. What might surprise you is that, in recent years, sales of physical albums have been on the rise again. This is surely due to fans who continue to buy discs when their favorite artist releases one. What is even more surprising is that sales of vinyl records are also on the rise. The younger generation is buying them too, and more artists are releasing albums. We know that most of us, Dimash fans, would also buy a Dimash CD if he releases one, and we hope that happens soon. We would buy a Dimash vinyl record if he had one, that's for sure. Since there currently isn't a physical Dimash album, so we can't buy it, our only option is to buy Song's album online. The good news is that we can do it anytime, easily, quickly, and at a reasonable price. We won't bore you with figures to show you or compare the revenue generated by different streaming platforms with the revenue received by buying songs online in the case of one song. And anyway, the exact figures are impossible to know. But one thing is certain, a song bought online is a direct and significant support for the artist. That's why we're doing a guide on how you can buy a Dimash song. We wish a turning point for Dimash, so we have to understand that his music is also a product, the product of his work, and products are usually bought. Also, as active fans who love him and want him to be as successful as possible, we need to protect him against online piracy. First, we'll show you which platforms and devices can do this. If you have an iPhone or iPad, you can buy songs from iTunes, the easiest way. If you have another type of device, you can buy from Amazon. The problem is that not everyone can buy songs from Amazon. There are a lot of countries where this is not possible. There are, however, ways for people who don't have an iPhone and can't buy songs from Amazon in their country. They can buy from iTunes, but it takes a few extra steps and setup. We will help you in any case with new video guides. We need some time to make the guide videos as accurate as possible, so thank you for your patience. We learn something new every day. We need to. We used sounds from Dimash's songs in the background, just a few from our large library of purchased songs. We buy and will always buy them, from the first minutes after they appear on the digital platforms. With much love, for Dimash Kudaibergen and his music.